Hello guys and welcome to this week's episode of AI Governance Weekly here on AI Governance Engineering YouTube channel with myself Gavin. So in the news this week, Vietnam just fast-tracked a dedicated AI law that looks a lot like Europe's. By January 1st, 2026, Vietnam will have one of Asia's first standalone frameworks for artificial intelligence. And this isn't just another strategy document, it's enforceable law with real penalties. So what's the news? On September 26, 2025, Vietnam's Ministry of Science and Technology released a draft law on artificial intelligence. Public consultation closed October 20th, the same day the National Assembly started debating it. The law is expected to pass within weeks and take effect January the 1st, 2026, and this replaces the AI sections from Vietnam's Digital Technology Industry Law, which just passed in June. The ministry was tasked with drafting this in late August, and they turned it around in weeks, not months. So what does this mean? If you're building AI products for Vietnam or doing business here, this matters immediately. The law applies to all AI activities happening in Vietnam or affecting Vietnamese citizens, and that includes foreign companies deploying AI systems remotely into the Vietnamese market. High-risk systems need registration in a national database before you can launch. So think of things like healthcare diagnostics, credit scoring, hiring tools, education platforms, or transport systems. Medium-risk AI must notify users they're interacting with artificial intelligence, not humans, and some AI applications are banned outright. No manipulative facial recognition in public spaces, for example. No AI systems can also be designed to exploit vulnerable groups or manipulate human behavior. Revenue-based fines can hit large organizations that violate these rules. So how's it going to work? Vietnam's essentially borrowed the European Union's risk-based approach, but added a few local priorities. There's 4 tiers: unacceptable, high risk, medium risk, and low risk. Firstly, unacceptable systems are prohibited entirely. So think real-time biometric surveillance without safeguards. And then high-risk AI covers critical sectors like finance, health, justice, recruitment, and energy. These systems need pre-deployment risk assessments, human oversight, and incident reporting. Medium-risk AI just needs transparency. So label it clearly so that the users know, and then low-risk systems get voluntary standards and self-regulation. The law also regulates general-purpose AI models, those big foundation models everyone's using. If your model has high computational power or broad market impact, expect enhanced obligations. That means adversarial testing, cybersecurity measures, and technical documentation. There's good news too. Vietnam's offering a regulatory sandbox for up to 2 years, so small businesses and startups get simplified procedures to test new AI products. There's tax breaks, infrastructure perks, and a national AI development fund that supports innovation. So what to watch? The law rolls out in phases. January the 1st, 2026, it takes effect. By July 1st, 2026, the National AI Commission launches. January 1st, 2027, prohibited acts and sandbox provisions kick in. July 1st, 2027, all high-risk obligations apply in full. Existing high-risk systems get until July 1st, 2029 to comply. The government will also issue detailed guidance defining what counts as a high risk, lists of specific applications, conformity assessment procedures, and technical standards are all coming. A sanctioning decree will spell out exact fine amounts and enforcement mechanisms. So what actions can you take? First, make sure you map your AI systems to Vietnam's 4 risk tiers now. So if you're deploying in healthcare, finance, education, or justice, assume that you are high risk. Secondly, start documenting your AI lifecycle processes, risk assessments, and oversight protocols. Registration requirements begin in 18 months, but preparation takes time. Third and final, consider Vietnam's regulatory sandbox if you're testing innovative AI products. It gives you a 2-year window to operate with a lighter compliance burden. So again, thank you for tuning into this week's AI Governance Weekly with myself, Gavin, here on the AI Governance Engineering Show. I'll see you soon.